Still on this issue of managing relationships abroad, what will make this next angle easy this time is that there's a story that I think today online about a young woman who fell in love with a guy, and the guy traveled, I think, to Indonesia or somewhere in 2015. I don't know if there's a way I can put the link somewhere, maybe look at the caption or something, you can get the full story, but I need to summarize it. She fell in love with this guy, and the guy traveled in 2015. They were talking every day and all that. Everything was good. The family knew him until after a while the text messages dried up. The phone calls dried up, and she just didn't know what else to do. After so much investigation, she discovered that the guy, was in prison. Then she mentioned something that intrigued me about how much this so-called work of God has been abused. She said, during his trial, I started going from one pastor to the other, and she emphasized it. I spent a lot of money. My question is, what is she spending money for? No wonder people ask me after counseling them that where should I go and pay? Is this thing an ATM thing? What are you paying for? Which one is paying before you help people? I don't know, but that's for another day. And the guy was jailed for 15 years. So while he was talking to the guy from the prison, in the heat of the moment, she just told the guy and said, look, I'll wait for you. And later, she started having remorse and started regretting, that she did that. And, at the end of that post, she started asking some couple of questions. And she started saying things like, number one, should I wait for him? By the way, she's 29, the guy is 33, 15 years in jail in Indonesia or somewhere in Far East, and here she is in Nigeria. She was asking, should I wait for him? Should I travel to Indonesia and get pregnant and return to Nigeria? Can I ever find love again if I walk out on him? Am I being selfish? These are the questions she asked. Well, I don't have apology for my opinions. I'm not trying to hoodwink anybody, but I always come from the school of thought that Christianity must be practical. It's not just a textbook matter. Our God is not an author of confusion. That's what the Bible says. Sweetheart, I don't know if you ever get to watch this. I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry for what you are going through. I'm sorry for the sentiment that is around this, but these are my take. Your first question, should you wait? No. Capital no. Capital N-O. My question is, what are you waiting for? By the time 15 years is passed, even if they reduce it to another 10 years, you're going to be 39. And there is even no guarantee that when this guy comes out, he's still going to be in love with you. When Nelson Mandela came out of prison, he was out of love with Winnie. There is no guarantee, that's one. And like you rightly said in your post, if this guy is 50, or no, 48 when he comes out, get somebody to marry. But at 39, I don't know. So for me, waiting is not an option. Number two, this also brings the question of transatlantic love. This love, I told you in my last blog that I'm still going to deal with that and give you at least 8 to 10 checklists before you know whether this is a relationship you should pursue. This brings up the issue of getting committed to someone who goes. She mentioned something. She said she was faithful to him since 2015. She was faithful. She did not look any other way. That's another foundation. Even in cases where people are not jailed, that's another foundation for delaying marriage. If you do that for 3, 4, 5 years and the guy still doesn't come to marry you, and you take another 5 years to heal if the relationship breaks, you'll just be going round and round in circle. Then see, all these transatlantic relationships, there's a reason why these people don't come home. There's a reason why they disappear into thin air. There's a reason why they don't call. If they are not in jail, they have issues. They're either out of status or they're into something shady. I've even seen cases whereby the girl or the guy travels to where the person is, and the person don't want to see him or her. They don't want to show her. And this is the person that sends lovey-dovey on the phone. Come on, let's wake up. The issue of waiting, is it practical? In 15 years' time, like I said, he will be 48. You will be 44. For me, no. To plan to go there, so you smuggle yourself into jail and he will make love to you, then you carry your belly and your body back to Nigeria and you start carrying his baby. How lofty that idea can be, how stupid that idea can be. That is a very stupid idea. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I remember when I had a close family who died 6 weeks to his marriage, one of the first things my boss then asked me is she pregnant? I'm like, sir, Come on, sir. What are you talking about? Now, so if she's like 3, 4, 5 months pregnant now and the fiancé died 6 weeks to the wedding, she will carry that scar for the rest of her life. And that could be something that would even hinder her getting somebody else to marry. But we thank God in this particular episode, after 2 years, she remarried and she moved on with her life. Oh, and she also asked, she said, will I ever be able to love again? Of course, yes. There's a parable in Yoruba land that said, which means that it is only God that does not have a replacement. It's only God. As far as your conscience is clean, you are doing what you have to do, and you take the decision in good faith, yes, you will show love, you will let the family understand, your family members too must get involved, carry everybody along, then you will be free. You will be free. You will find love again. Why wouldn't you find love? Then she also asks, am I being selfish? You are not being selfish. You are just being smart. You are just doing what you need to do. Remember, all these relationships, somebody traveling, not traveling, has risk. I'll still do the one that they will say, okay, I'm in US, I'm coming to Nigeria to pick a wife. Or I'm somewhere in Nigeria or somewhere in UK, and I found somewhere in Far East, and Nigerians are not corrupt. Okay, I hear you. There are checklists. You still have to vet it. In fact, it's way tougher than vetting somebody you meet locally. And I'll give you checklists for you to go through before you have an idea. By the time you go to number 1 to 5, you will know whether there is a way here or not. I pray that we will not fall into error. I pray that we will not miss the mark. And for this particular young lady, whoever you are, wherever you are, I pray the Lord lead you and the Lord will lead your destiny. And the Lord will guide you appropriately. God bless you. Thank you so much. Stay in touch for the next video blog. Bye. Cheers.